Well, thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Paddy Venner, and please do remember to subscribe to the channel. That'll be fantastic. Well, we're still in the middle of a COVID-19 crisis. Different countries have responded differently. Different countries have got different statistics to show. But the reality is the world is all in the same boat right now. And what an opportunity for people. When you think about it, businesses are closing down. There are very talented people that are finding themselves without employment right now. Is this not perhaps the time for an entrepreneurial spirit to rise up in people? I was just looking at my lawn the other day, and I thought, if somebody some young person or any person from the neighborhood came and knocked on my door and said, £20 and I'll mow your lawn and trim the edges for you, I would have said, yes, let's do this. Absolutely. And if you do a good job, I'll phone my neighbors and say, this person does a good job. And suddenly you've got a business. How about starting to think about what it is that you can do? It's going to mean stepping outside of our comfort zones. It's going to mean stepping outside of our normal. It means killing off our images of what we thought we might be doing and saying, for the here and the now, I'm going to make a difference and I'm going to do something very, very different. It can be gardening. What about going to your neighbors and especially those that are not able to get out during this crisis and say, I'm going to do your shopping for you. It'll cost you an extra £10 or extra £5, whatever you feel is fair, or a percentage of how much the shopping is. What about a car wash scheme? If somebody came to my door and said £10 and I'll wash your car for you, I'll say, mate, make it 20 and you wash the inside as well. I've got no problem with that. I love to see entrepreneurial stuff. Make the price reasonable, because then the word is going to catch all the way around wherever you live, that there's somebody who is reliable, who is dependable, who's actually going to show up. My message today is show up, grow up, and go up. You see, show up, actually do something. I'm flabbergasted sometimes how many people will be contacted by myself or my wife, and we need a bit of work done at the house. Won't you come around? And they arrange a time to come and they never show up. They just don't arrive. It's just staggering to us how many times that happens. Show up, do something, knock on the door, say, there's a service that I have to offer. I will mow your lawn, I will wash your car, I will walk your dog for you. £5 and I'll walk your dog for you. Do your research, find out what it needs, find out if there's any documentation, any certification that is required, but start to take some steps. You see, you can either get up and seize the day, or you can lie in bed and watch the day go past. You are the person you've been waiting for. You are the one that's going to make the difference. Stop saying, well, somebody's going to come along and change this. No, you are. You're the person you've been waiting for. Do pet walking, do something. Show up, grow up. In other words, stop sitting back and saying, well, this is how life is always going to be. Well, it is if that's what you choose. But sometimes we grow up in our thinking and say, I'm going to cause something to happen here. I'm going to get so many gardens to mow in my neighborhood that I'm going to need to employ a second person to help me. And now we've got a business going. You see, this can happen. Going up. That's what we do. As soon as we start to think bigger than our current situation, as soon as we lift our eyes to a distant horizon, we're starting to go up straight away. Just recently I've been looking at expanding what I do, and I've been going up. I've been looking at opportunities, contacting people, having conversations to see what else there is that can possibly happen. It's showing up, growing up, and going up. But this only happens when you show up, grow up, and go up. Take the opportunity to do something very, very different. The world is absolutely waiting for you to step up. You have been supplied, and now the demand is being created for what you offer. Get out there and do something. You are the person you've been waiting for. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you again soon.